sticking with the reflecting and slide techniques, we also have channeling. Well, channeling, what we're doing is we're trying to channel somebody to hit us in a certain area that will make it more advantageous to us. So if my opponent is leading with his left hand, I'm going to put my left hand in front of his, leaving a space for him to draw in and hit me to my center. So when he comes to hit me, I'm just going to slide straight in and continue hitting my opponent. To show this on the other side so that you can see a bit better, my opponent changes his feet. He's going to, I see this lead hand, and let's say he's really fast coming in this position. I'm not going to be in a position so that he's punching over across of me here. I'm going to be here so that he has to punch inside of this hand. So when he punches inside of this hand, I'm going to continue striking my opponent. The other thing that we have is trading off besides channeling. So we can channel and trade off. So if I'm in a position like this, I can leave my center open so that when my opponent comes to punch me, I'm going to punch him. So I just leave this position. When he comes to punch, I explode through, punching him continually until my opponent is either flat on his back or in a position where he can exchange punches. So in here, if my opponent comes to punch me, I'm doing a straight slide technique. If I want him to punch me on the inside of this arm, I leave this space. That's channeling. He gets hit this way. If I was count across like this, I can still do this. Now I'm not channeling. He just got, it's the football post. I leave these two football posts up, him to punch in between, and me strike through, continually hitting my opponent again. You always want to be in a position so that, let's say, I was like this is drawing him to punch in this position. Let's say I was wrong, I was in this position here. What would happen here is if my opponent comes to punch me here, and I end up blocking here, I'm going to get hit with the other hand again. So I know that if I wanted to punch my opponent, I could get hit with either one of his hands. If I can, in the beginning when we were starting these techniques, where I was being offensive and aggressive, I just say, I'm just going to come in and hit him. If he's coming in to hit us first, I can come in to hit him. If he's even flinching like he's going to hit me, I can come in to hit him. If in this position here, you can let a strike come inside of you, here, as long as your body moves forward when he comes to do it. So you brace this arm so it's reflected rather than redirected, so he bounces off you. He comes to get you, you're in this position. If I wanted him to punch me in my stomach, I just leave that opening here. But what I do is, the same theory, if you're holding a punching bag and somebody's punching it, and just when he goes to punch it, you move the punching bag closer to him, it changes the distancing and throws the punch right off. So the same thing, when I leave him my center, when he comes to punch me, I'm exploding in, striking him, and continuing to strike him. Now you can see that what I did there, what you didn't realize is when he came to punch me and I exploded into this strike, when I went for my secondary punch, I guarded this. Instead of being a secondary punch so that he could then cross over this way on me, I stopped his body from being able to do that when I went for my secondary punch. So you have to be aware that if you want to draw him in, you can see if I wanted him to punch me with this hand here, I'd be in this position here. Or drawing it in this way so he sees the inside of here. I don't want this to be this way because I never want him to punch across here. I always have to guard it so that he's punching inside of me. If he did try to punch around me, again, I'm coming in straight. All of these techniques are straight, linear, aggressive techniques. I can also allow him to punch me. So if I was in a position like this, instead of leaving my arm here so that he can punch across this arm, I'm leaving this punch here so that when he comes to punch me, even though he's hitting me, I'm going to be hitting him.